Hello YouTube viewers, this is my first video about building an intranet on Microsoft 365 and create content to tag as well. So without wasting much of time, let's go through. Let's start with introducing myself. I'm Murtuza, a JavaScript and SharePoint developer. I've been developing stuff since almost a decade now, and I've been building intranets since 2015. And I've also seen the evolution of Microsoft SharePoint from 2010 to 2013, 2016, 2019, and now most popular one, Microsoft Online. It's almost 5 generations. I've also written numerous apps on Microsoft App Store, or which is now known as Microsoft App Source, both as a part of a team and as a single person as well. Well, in case you need to get in touch with me, I'm always available on LinkedIn. Here's the link to my LinkedIn profile. Let's not take much of your time. Let's start off. Let's start off by asking ourselves, why do intranets fail? Well, the most important answer, the most important point I'd emphasize is irrelevant content. Bringing on integrations with other systems that are not needed is the most common reason. Like salary information, important documents, too many links, HR documents, company policies. Well, that's not needed on your landing page. It might be available as a separate links or a section, but not as a dedicated web part. Another reason why intranets fail is outdated content. Well, Happy New Year seems to be a good post in the last week of December and the first week of January, but it's definitely not good if it keeps on continuing till the Easter, right? Well, it's a problem that most of the intranets face because it needs an intranet content manager or a system admin who has to put content in it. And then another reason where intranet fail is too much information that is all placed on the landing page. Too many web parts which are not needed, which draw the attention of the user away from the page, and too many pages to navigate. And navigation needs to be thought of well in advance before you start building off your intranet. Another reason is too much of an investment in the initial phase. Well, bringing on a third-party development team who knows little about your company, about your staff, if they build your intranet based on a few mockups or wireframes, that's not going to work. Well, then what's the solution? Solution would be to create a quick landing page and then take up your intranet development in phases. Then build department sites in the next step, or have different web parts, or as they call dynamic web parts, that automatically refresh their content. Yes, as stated before, invest into the intranet development in steps or in phases. Use a lot of open source and Microsoft documentation that's available online. And yes, should be productive and intuitive and entertaining as well. Well, here's how intranets have evolved over the years. On the left, you see an intranet that has too much information, too many links, all jumbled up in an ugly manner. And on the right side, the layout is simple, is modern, has relevant content, latest news, resources, and it allows you to find people, isn't it? Isn't that productive? Mhm. Well, then how do you get to an intranet stage where it automatically refreshes the content, and how do you build one? Well, the suggestions that I'm providing today are based on, in this video, are based on 3 different web parts or apps that are available freely or with a free trial on Microsoft App Source platform, or are definitely out of box. So Let's skip to the quick demo. Let me. So I'll start off with a blank vanilla site, SharePoint site. Here's the SharePoint launcher. I go to my blank vanilla site, create one. Choose communication site, topic. I leave it blank. Quick, automatic, intranet. Site is already available, so I'll just click finish here because I've already created my intranet site. I'll just open it. As you can see that it's completely blank vanilla at the moment. What I'll do is I'll just set the logo and a bit of branding. Go to site contents, go to site settings, title, description, logo. Set my title as medicine or intranet or SharePoint Intranet. That's my company name. Insert my logo. Here's my logo. And click OK. So now you see that the logo is there. Now let's head off to the Microsoft Store and install the apps that would help you generate the automatic content. Go to site contents and click on apps. Here click on SharePoint Store and type in livestock quotes. The first one, most popular one, is the one that you need to install. Add it. I'll just read this out for you. Let it access basic information about this site. Let it access basic information about the users of the site. Well, nothing to be worried about. These are the basic bare minimum set of permissions that an ad needs. So trust it. And I'll also walk you through on how to install the app that generates the automatic public news. Automatically generated public news. This is the one. Automatically refresh public news and updates for your company from various websites. I've already installed it, so let's head back to our SharePoint. So the one is still installing. So I just edit this page and I'll have a new section and divide it into 3 different parts where I'll install 3 different web parts, or let's say I'd have 1/3 right. So this I'm dividing because I'll have my company news here, the stock web part here, stocks web part, and then below I'll have a section to install the employee directory. Employee directory is by default included in SharePoint, so and use it, give it a try. Hmm, section background, I'll get this soft. It appears better. Yeah. Go here and then type in company news. Oh, it has already pulled in some information. Microsoft looks beyond console wars as it releases new Xbox along Sony's PS5 14 hours ago, 2 days ago. Oh, well, that seems pretty recent. Hmm. Just click edit to see what section properties are there. Company symbol. Oh, resize fit to page width 600 is okay. As I see, here's a scroll bar which allows me to scroll down. So let's say I'm a company into medicine or in a similar industry, and I need to see what news are going on in the market world. So uh, let's say what my partner companies are or my competitors are. Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Intuitive Surgical, IDEX Laboratory. These are some random names I've pulled up from internet, and there are lots of public news about these companies on different websites like payments.com, Invest, MarketWatch. So for a traditional intranet, what one has to do is to go into in each of these websites and copy the heading, copy images, and then keep the dates updated, and do this every week or every day as long as you want to refresh the news. But with this app that you've installed here, it does all that for you automatically. That's the beauty of it. Well, let's say I need to set my web part to pull in the news for these six companies, or even more. Even more is possible, but let's say these six: VRTX, ISRG, IDX6. Here's string that I've copied. Just add them one after the other, separated by a comma. Okay, and the number of news items I'd like to see. Let's say I want to see 40. Huh? As easy. What it has is it has an image, date, and the website where the news is being pulled from. So it's all genuine news that's out on public. Corona vaccine, Pfizer to apply for emergency use authorization for vaccine. That seems pretty recent. It's almost less than a day ago. Okay, now let's install the stock one. Oh, let's see what it has got. Deutsche Börse codes, Dublin, Euronext Amsterdam, Euronext Brussels, Lisbon, Oslo, almost around 12 web parts with it. Nasdaq, NYSE. Oh, let's say I want to install Nasdaq. No, pretty straightforward. By default, let's say what are the properties? Microsoft, Google. Let's say I want to do for Pfizer. Okay, that's the most popular one. This is the message you can configure here. Height. I'd say leave it. Okay, then apply. Oh, nice. Then here I'll install people directory, people finder. Yeah. Oh, not this one. Search directory. Oh, look at that. It's already pulled in all my information. Oh, well, just save it. So on the home page, you have news that is refreshed every hour or in a few hours. You have your stock information and you have your directory. Let's see if it finds myself. Oh, yes, Mutuza. It's because my last name starts with H. Well, that was it, and I'll I'll leave you here with the only message that the apps are free to try out on the website. In case you need links, I'll be putting them down in this video description. And the app comes with a 30 days of free trial, and I'm giving away 10 yearly licenses to the first 10 people who comment on this video and give it a like. Thank you. Have a good day. Signing off. Bye bye.